Evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players, real people behind the profile stats. This video today is the most important video that will change your entire gameplay. It is so important that it's either the maker or it's the breaker of your game. Now, I'm going to give you an example. The example is going to be about the relationship between the usage of the juggernauts and brutes. Now, it's very important for me to explain this straight off the bat, which is you do not use the ability, the striking ability of the juggernaut. Do not use it. Do not use this strike ability, because it will increase not just the attack speed, so you'll be smashing out whatever you're trying to hit faster, but you'll also be getting hit. You'll get increased damage done to your troop as well. So it's very important to understand what I'm trying to explain. Now I will show it to you. Can you see? The special ability attack speed is increased by 100%. However, damage taken is also increased by 100%. So Juggernaut, if it's losing, say like 5 hit points with each cannon hit, so when you start to use that ability, you're going to be taking 10 hits. Does that make any sense? So it's important that when you do deploy your juggernauts, you deploy them at the front, so they start to take hits. But see, it's encouraged. This game encourages you to use the icon abilities, okay? This game encourages you to use the icon ability. Now check out the roots ability, which is bring it on. Special ability, draw the attention of enemy defenses and soak up everything they have to offer. Now I'm going to tell you this straight, because no one says it straight, because I have to, because I'm the only one. I'm the only one. The Juggernaut takes the most hits in the entire game. This troop can take the most hits. This troop can take the most hits. It's got 2085 toughness. Now this troop toughness is 1819. So this troop takes less, it's got less toughness, so it'll die quicker before the Juggernaut. There's some truth in that, but there's a bit of a lie in that as well, because once you begin to use this troop's special ability, this troop can last a lot longer than the Juggernaut once the ability has been triggered. So it's really important for me. Can you see damage taken is reduced by 65%? So that means that toughness goes up 65%. Now you're getting my flow. So it's really important. That's actually another 1,000 on top, percent wise. So that takes the toughness to 2,800. You must catch on to what I'm saying. It's very important. Remember, I said to you, this is 55% up. This understanding, that's 40%, is going to be your game changer Your name changer, I'm a time changer. I'm telling you, this is such an important lesson. If you can grasp what I'm trying to explain, the relationship between the juggernaut and the brute, once you combine the two understandings of when you should be using, at what moment you should be using your troops, icon ability, that's when your understanding of the gameplay will start to increase and reach to a level, draws fire from defenses, gets back up after being knocked out. I'm telling you, it's so important. There's no way that I could possibly explain it any better. It is the most important lesson that you're going to learn for your increased endurance in the gameplay. It is so important. But as I said before, the troops that can take the most hits is actually Black Bart. 3,350. It is so important to take these lessons in. And this is the most important one to learn. Once you've got your head around this, then everything about the heavy gunner, the bombers getting through the walls, the priestess walking through the wall to use the icon ability, and using another one from the guild ship. There's no technical player in the world that's going to ask for, say, a brute on the guild ship. There's no player that uses the brute from the main ship as a distraction, then they use the secondary brute from the guild ship. No one does that. Why? There's outfits that could suit the brutes a lot. There's outfits that can suit other troops a lot. There's things that you can still do in this game that I will be doing on this channel in the close near future. There's no coming soon. This channel is all about making it happen. The best content in Plunder Pirates gameplay is on this channel. That's available on YouTube. You can look at all the ones that have got millions of subscribers that made videos 6-7 years ago. But no one's still continuously making these videos. Look, bring it on cooldown reduction by 25%. Imagine if you got a streak buff as well for your brutes. But you got this brute on the main ship and you got one on the guild ship. And they're both max level. Or going towards max level. Could you imagine the kind of chaos and havoc? What's better than one Black Bart? 2. What's better than 2 unique rebels? 3. You understand? Once we all start to synchronize, there's a unique rebel in every one. There is. It's up to you to use that ability of approach. Believe me when I say to you, I don't hold back knowledge and information and understanding. It is so important to give you all more. And that's what this channel will bring to you. And continuously bring to you over time. Through pace your own gameplay. Do not overburden yourselves. Believe me, there's a wisdom behind each of these buffs. And the outfits buffs and the streak buffs, it all adds up. Every percent, every bit, every part of it helps. There's no better legendary pirate than Black Bart themselves. Imagine that 12% toughness for your brutes. There's so much that you can still enjoy in this game. There's so much still to be done. There's so much that I haven't ever done yet that I can do on this channel, and I will continuously bring it all to you and all those that be worthy and more. We're allowing the event to appear And once the event has appeared, then I'll work towards whatever other gems that I am able to work towards. I'm not really worried about stacking up 300, 400, 500 gems. There could be gems in the next event, but even if there's not, there's going to be outfits. And even if they're not, you just get on with it. You just work towards whatever you can for the people that are in the same guild as you. It's not always about what the guild's going to do for you. Sometimes it's important to look at what you are willing to do for your guild. But please remember the lesson, today's lesson on the relationship between using the brutes and the juggernauts. When you first deploy your troops, do not use the juggernaut ability straight away, because they're the front line. They're getting hit the most. So as soon as you trigger their special ability, not only will they be doing 100% damage, but they'll be taking as much damage too. So their toughness will just be halved straight away. But instead, as the brute gets further ahead, if you use the brute, it's important to have one brute at least. And if you allow the brute to use its own icon ability, it's a distraction. So all the defenses start to shoot at the brute, and the brute can soak up a lot more. 65% increased. Its toughness goes up. It can take more hit points to take him down. So I just wanted to leave you with a teaser in your hearts and minds that if you were to have an extra brute on the guild ship, imagine the kind of damage that you could actually be doing with the distraction. So you got a Black Bart doing a distraction, you got a brute from your main ship doing a distraction, and you got one from the guild ship, all doing alternate, independent distractions. So the defenses of your enemy, of your rival, they will be distracted, the monkeys. And that's what I'm trying to bring to the players, the real people behind the profile stats. And you know what time it is right now. If you hear my voice echo, be assured I'd always be there for you. And all those that be worthy could ever do partashed. This is the most important lesson I could ever teach any player across the game. If you were to follow any of my videos, if you were to take any information or knowledge of the understanding of the gameplay, this video is going to be called Understanding of the Gameplay. If you were to take in any video knowledge information of understanding of the gameplay, then this is the video for you. This is the one that's going to make a game change. The name change, the maintain change, this is the one. It is so important to have one brute, 2 juggernauts at least, and spread them out a bit. Let your juggernauts take the hits to start with. Allow them to be the front line, because they've got a lot more toughness. And then as your brute starts to come forward and starts to take a few hits, that's when you trigger their ability, the brute's ability only. It is so important. Please take this lesson as a very high priority lesson, and allow me to go. I wish you all well, wherever you may be. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising. For your gameplay enjoyments as they evolve over time, just pace yourself, don't burn yourselves out. But most importantly, the priorities of the real life. I wish you all well.